pin back squat. Now, when setting up for this exercise, we're using the safety arms that should come with the rack you've purchased. Some things to keep in mind is one, you want to make sure that these rack arms are long enough. Some squat racks and squat stands will have really short ones. If that's the case, if your gym or your rack has only really short arms, then it's not safe to perform this exercise. I would instead recommend just doing a partial range squat and try and overload that position and lift heavier than what you would on a normal full range squat. So the idea is you want to set the pins so that they take the bar and the weight of the bar just before you hit maximum depth. That way you're really working on that position and developing strength, dynamic strength in that position. So when you're setting up, do a squat, figure out your height, and then go higher or lower depending on what you need. Again, the rack arms should take the weight of the bar just or a little bit more than just before you hit full depth on your squat. So, setting up, facing the rack, firm grip on the bar, hands are even, line myself up through the center, pin the shoulder blades back, unrack the bar, step back, not too far, otherwise I'm going to miss the rack arms. Feet hip width or just outside hip width, toes slightly pointed out. Good posture. I'm going to breathe, I'm going to brace. Come down. Rack's going to take all the weight and then push up. One more time. Breathe, brace. You'll notice that I almost pause there for a good second or two. That's to ensure that the rack has taken and is supporting all the weight of the bar. That's how it becomes a more dynamic movement. Some other things to keep in mind, or really the most important thing to keep in mind when performing this exercise, is make sure your position doesn't change as you stand up out of the squat. The posture you have as you come down is the posture you should have as you come back up. So if it's changing because it's just too heavy, reduce the weight. Other than that, some other things to keep in mind would be just focusing on control. Some people drop too fast and too quickly and they sort of slam the rack arms and the bar bounces around. The problem with this is it's going to throw you out of position and make it much harder for you to maintain posture as you come out. And then other than that, it's just pretty straightforward. Keeping the weight on the center of your foot, make sure you're pushing through your entire foot and maintaining good posture, bracing your abs, bracing your core, not overextending, not collapsing, just in a neutral position and keeping your midsection tight.